don't forget that as a possibility when you're thinking about the Steelers looking past. It could have even been not even the opponent. But man,
no, but it could have been. It's just the focus came off of what do we need to do this week, and as soon as you start thinking about something beyond this week, you've put yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So we can sit here and as fans, and we can talk about playoffs, and we can look at the schedule moving further down the line and what needs to be done. But I can truly understand in the locker room why that entire focus is going to be, we can't think about that. We can't talk about that. We need to think about what we can do this week to get a W. And then we can look after that game's over, then we'll look at the next week and we'll figure out what do we need to do to get a W. And that needs to be the mentality within the locker room. Like I said, we're all going to look at it different because, I mean, come on, we're fans and we want to analyze things, and that's what we do. And it's okay if we want to worry about that, but I don't want the Steelers to be thinking about or worrying about that.
Let's look at what I said on the flip side. The Steelers could have been like, "Oh man, what am I after the game? I got to start getting prepped for this, whatever, to turn around and play again on Thursday night." Guess what they get to do this week? They don't have to worry about that at all because they got 9 days. Some people didn't like that. Oh, now it's a Saturday. I love that they moved that game to a Saturday. Yeah, I'd rather have the one less day after on the mini bye because they play on Saturday the next week as well. Then you get a regular week in between those.
Yes.
So I really like that the Steelers have that. But this opponent, I mean, New England. I mean, Stevenson is he's week to week. They're expected. He's not going to play Thursday. He was their biggest offensive weapon. Ezekiel Elliott just isn't the same or really done what he needed to do there. I haven't really wanted to watch New England much because they're kind of like Steelers. They're boring to watch.
Yeah.
This could be the most all-time boringest game ever. And trust me, if I wasn't a Steelers fan, I would not watch this game.
Yep. Correct. I wouldn't either.
Because you have two of the most boring teams from this season that are going to be facing off against you. I mean, the only thing that to me that could be worse is if it was the Patriots and Panthers.
Yep.
That would be pretty bad. But we need to get rolling into this. I don't have the preview, so I get to give my score too. So the last I saw, it depends on what line you look at. I looked at it I looked at it this morning. And the over-under, the Steelers are still favored by like 6 points.
Oh.
But the over-under is
20.
30.
30. I'm taking the under.
30. I mean, no joke. I mean, I'm going to check it again right now. This is DraftKings. Okay. 30. I'm double checking.
This is two teams that can't average 15. I'm taking the under all day.
Steelers -6 over under. I don't think there's been a 30 for a very, very long time that it's been 30. Now that could change up until game time because what the line only matters. It can only set a record if it's because it moves what it is at kickoff. So, but man, 30. So Rich, you're going to give your score. I'm going to give my score. Then we'll put it out there for everybody else to give their score. Don't put it in there early. We're not going to read it, and we also don't want you to influence. I already have mine in my head. I know what I'm saying.
Oh, I've had mine in my head since before we went on the air. So, I got burned.
Uh-huh.
I got burned because at one point I said I didn't know if or when the Steelers were going to have to show more consistency before I could consistently pick them or feel good about picking them. And I felt good about picking the Steelers last week, and I got burned. With the injuries and everything else going on, you're looking at this game being two really good defenses. There probably will not be a lot of points. I'm taking the Patriots score of 5-3.
Your score is not that far from mine, believe it or not. I don't know if the Steelers find the touchdown zone. It might take the defense to do it because the Patriots offense is that bad. But I think the defense can get it done otherwise. You ready for my score?
All right.
I have the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the New England Patriots 9-3. That's what I have right now. Now, that might change by the time the staff article comes out on Thursday. But the way I'm feeling now, I'm like, this game looks like it's going to be no fun. Now, could the Steelers bounce back after that play? I mean, the worst thing for the Patriots is probably for the Steelers to lose the week before. How many times do we say that when the Steelers are taking on an AFC North team? That you're like, oh, man, if they take a bad loss right before the Steelers, it's usually not a good thing because of them bouncing back. So that could be the way Patriots fans are looking at it. Oh, man, I thought maybe we could knock off the Steelers. But after they got beat so bad by Arizona, they're going to come out, with a whole different attitude. We'll see if that really happens. But that's what I have right now. We got scores blowing up. So, yeah, we were going to try to keep this to a shorter show tonight, and that didn't happen because
I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah. Austin's got 13-0, whoever the other team is. So she has the Steelers not being able to score at all with good old Mitch Berger. Remember, if you don't say a team, we assume you mean Steelers. Kathy Ford says 14-6 Steelers.
So we got mom and daughter on opposite sides.
You got Brian Brown says 5-3 Steelers. Game-winning safety on 99-yard drive attempt. Okay. Gabriel Golden thinks they're going high scoring, 26-20. Okay.
He's
Sean
taking
Manahan.
over.
Oh, yeah. That would be Steelers. He says Steelers 9, Patriots 6. Wizard or Boz. See, things aren't going right in a game. They just don't have it together when Boz even misses a field goal, which looked to be. It was going away from me.
That was weird.
It went and then just. It just.
And there was no wind. There was the flags on the goalposts were hanging straight down.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of places, you can't always trust the flags that when the ball gets up there, because it got to a certain height and it just took off.
I know.
If you watch that. Okay. So I said Sean's, right? Okay. Tom Vallejo says Patriots 16, Steelers 6. Mr. Woodside says Steelers 16-9. Steelers Pittsburgh says 6-3 Steelers. So a lot of people were thinking Thomas is back at it.
Thank you, Thomas.
Nice
Riley. To see you're back.
Steelers 17, Patriots 17. Okay. Felicia. Hey, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia.
She's got 3-0 Steelers or 0-3 Steelers. Okay. Foots Big has 13-10 with the Steelers in an ugly game. Okay. Yeah. I mean, really, what would make Steelers fans feel better if the Steelers win this one by 2 scores? But especially with a backup quarterback and everything, I don't know that they're capable of doing such a thing. I really don't know. It would make us feel better, but I don't know that they could. I don't know that they're capable of it. The 2 scores to me is 2 field goals because the Patriots can't get more than that. Rob Fitoff says Steelers get 2 safeties and win 4-3. Christopher 11 has 10 to. Sorry, wow, I misread that big time.
Yeah,
10-31 Steelers. That Mitch is going to come out and tear it up. Wes has 28-3 New England Patriots. Because Wes is one of those guys. When the Steelers lose, they're going to lose the rest of their games, and when the Steelers win, they're going to win the rest of their games. And that's why we love you, Wes, because you're very consistent with that.
He rides the emotional roller coaster.
Yes, he does. He embraces the emotional roller coaster. Okay, David Poe has a 13-13 tie. Let's see. Gavin Anthony has a Steelers 16-13. It'll set offensive football back. My score will set back offensive football back 20 years. But look at it. The Patriots have gone 3 straight games, haven't given up more than 10 points and lost all 3 of them. Okay. Harvey Stone says 11-10 Steelers. Joseph Donovan says 17-13 Steelers. Night Riders have 16-9 Steelers. Book it. Okay. Outside Steeler fan has good guys 17-12. He's like, Mitch is going to be like at Carolina last year. Jim Leoski, I think I got that right, says Bozomatic goes, he's the one who came up with the it's probably Jim Leo Ski. He's the one who came up with the Bozomatic for us to put on a t-shirt, by the way. So he says Bozomatic goes 4-for-4 but loses 13-12. Okay, State of the Steelers, Daniel J has 12-6 Steelers. I'm feeling you, Daniel, with that kind of score. Okay, Gary has 20-13 black and gold, which, speaking of black and gold, we didn't even mention the Steelers were in their color rush this weekend. Not this weekend. This Thursday. Got to get the day right. Okay. Steelers Reaper, who met me on the Clipper, has 12-9. Another close one like that. What do we got? Sherry Richards has 12-3. Steelers. AFL 67 has Steelers 10-6. I could totally see that score. Valley Ford says 17-10 Steelers. Wet. Kathy says about wet and frozen. That did you see the post game show?
I did.
Okay,
I didn't comment on anything because I was stewing, but saw the post game show. Saw you look like a drenched puppy on the post game show.
Well, that's why I put wet and frozen as my name, because it was on my phone, so I had to type in a new name.
Yep.
And that's what I went with. Okay, Tyler W says both defenses set up short field. Steelers 16-9. Okay, Seth W says 9-3 Steelers. Jerry Cherry Band says 16-13 Steelers. And No One You Know says 12-9 Patriots. Let's see. Kevin Brokenborough says Steelers 20, Patriots 9. Let's see. Steelers Pittsburgh guys this. Bailey Zappi or Mac Jones? Bailey Zappi seems like he kind of tipped the hand. He says, he's like, I know, but I'll let coach announce it. So to me, that says that it's Zappi. Okay. Wes says, you're not wrong, Dave. You're not wrong. Yes. What else do we have? Oh, Jamie Carlo says 10-3 Patriots. Am I missing any more?
I
think that's it.
Right. Nope, you got him.
I got him. All right. So, Rich, you know what? This makes me not want to go to a Steelers game again for a long time. The only way I'm going again this year is if the Steelers win the AFC North and host a game. The playoffs. But then I don't think people want me to go. Yeah, I know, because you know what? That's what I shouldn't be doing.
Oh no, you can go. Mm-hmm. But you can't take Violet.
Yeah. Well,
and you got to wear shorts.
And I got to wear shorts. All right. So, Rich, what do you want to say here to close this out?
Hey, you know what? Let's put that one behind us. We got it. Yes.
Short week. Good time to have it.
Yeah. It was ugly. I didn't want to think about it. To top it all off, I went to bed then finally on Sunday night and got a call for work and had to get up in the middle of the night and go into work for 3 hours. Isn't that great? Which then, of course, just makes that Monday morning suck fest that you always have after a loss even worse. And I was just like, oh, so it's rough. Okay. So I hope, honestly, Thursday, I just want to see better football. Just look like a football team. Look like a football team. Yeah. Look like guys that are out there and want to play. That's it. Just look like you want to play. Make me not be angry that I have to stay up and write a knee-jerk reaction article Thursday night and watch that instead of getting to go to bed.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I asked for. I'm going to be there one way or the other. It's the Steelers. It's Steelers football. Every week we get closer and closer to the end of the season. And whether the Steelers are playing good or bad at the end of the season, I always then spend a couple weeks missing Steeler football, no matter how it ends. So at some point, I'm going to be missing it. So Thursday night, hoping for some better football. I'm going to be sitting on my couch watching it. I know Kyle, even if the Steelers are doing well, I don't know if he'll make the end of that game. Depends on how late it starts to run. But I'm going to be there, watch it. Stay up, watch the post-game show. Can't wait.